I was feeling like Dallas didn't like me for some reason, man. I go there the first time, got the loss, obviously. Second time around, didn't get to fight 2 days before the weigh-ins, about 4 pounds away from making weight. I finished my last workout, I get the call from my manager that Cejudo pulled out. So definitely was a frustrating moment. Was ready to fight, you know, big name, number 3 in the division, would have shot me up. But I guess this is a blessing in disguise, you know. I'm fighting in Mexico City in front of a lot of Mexican fans. Being Mexican, that's awesome, you know, like being around the hard work and all these inspiring people. I'm inspired to go out there and put on a show for them. They deserve it. So definitely a blessing in disguise. Yeah, man, I was a little angry that, you know, he showed up to the pressers and shook my hand, and a couple hours later tells me he can't fight, which he had an injury that he knew about a couple weeks before. He actually called me and apologized. So I mean, you know, that's cool of him to do, but it sucks, man. You know, if you know you have an injury, and I feel like you should just let the guy know at least so he can get a replacement. I mean, at first I was a little skeptical about it. You know, I was like, you know, I think I deserve a number 3 to, or number 2 to number 5, whatever. But you know, being main event, it helps me prepare for what's next. If it is a title fight, or you know, if it's another fight. I think this is a good step for both of our careers. You know, Brandon's making his way up. I'm making my way up, and one thing that interests me about this fight is that he's a young fighter. He's 23 years old, and me, the same age, 23 years old. He's hungry, and I'm hungry, so that made me rise to the occasion. I feel like I'm excited to test his game. Very excited. Yeah, I mean, this isn't new to me. This is all stuff that I've been doing now. I've been doing interviews, just a little bit more interviews, and I feel like I like the interviews. I like to talk, especially when I'm cutting weight. I don't got to worry about thinking about the food, but you know, this is all stuff that I want. This is what I believe is the next step for my career and me as an individual, to get my name out there and show my true personality and to show my true skill set, which Saturday night I get to do that, 5 rounds. Yeah, I feel like I've definitely made some changes in my mindset. My mentality is so different. I came into the UFC a little kid, you know, I felt small, man. I felt like a little kid, you know, Anthony's little brother, had to play up to the hype. But now I feel like I've broke out of that. I'm making a way into becoming myself, becoming Sergio Pettis, and I'm slowly but surely doing that. Yeah, I mean, I think he's okay with it. You know, we love each other, man. It's just, I'm proud to see him do great, and he's proud to see me do great. We came in the sport. He brought me into the sport. He's paved the way for me, and I'm just taking a different path. You know, I got the blueprint, but I think I'm taking my own way into becoming the best Sergio Pettis. Yeah, I mean, he's very impressive. He's young, like I said, 23 years old. Got 3-0 in the UFC. Kind of came out of nowhere. You know, what's crazy is that I got injured, and he took my fight for Louis Schmoka. So he's taking some of my opportunities, and Saturday I'm making sure he doesn't take this next opportunity. This is something that I believe is my turn, and it's my fate to be the next one up to fight for the next 125 title. He's for sure going to be the crowd favorite. I'm okay with that. John Moraga was the crowd favorite in Phoenix, and I kind of like it. I fed off of it. I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna have to prove something. And this fight, I'm gonna go out there, but having to prove something. I feel like an impressive win would definitely get me into title contention. The division needs a new face, man, and I feel like I'm gonna be the next one to do it. A lot of these guys played into Demetrius's game. You know, they're all elephants. They saw the mouse and got scared, and I'm not afraid. And I think my timing is what's gonna happen now. I've went through what I went through, took my L's, grown from them, and I think I've gotten better as a person, as a martial artist, and if that's what's next on the route, I believe that's what I want, and I believe that's what they will give me. I feel like I can be dominant. I'm more technical than this guy. He's very aggressive. I feel like he's gonna fight with his emotions. He's got the crowd behind him. He's gonna have to go out there with a lot of pressure on his shoulders, and being at a young age, you know, I've been there before too. Either it could crush you or it could turn you into a diamond, and I'm not gonna let the pressure turn him to a diamond. Saturday night, I'll be shining.